welcome to the Ruckus Room. I'm here today with Melissa, and we have a guest in the studio named James. How are you, James?
Good. How are you?
Good. This is interesting, right? You've never done a reading with a medium, have you?
No, I have not. This is the first time.
Well, maybe we should start with James.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna start with an intro with a little bit with Melissa before we get to James's reading, and talk about a little bit about the summer solstice that's been taking place.
Okay.
It's been feeling a little wonky lately, so I just wanted to know your opinion on the summer solstice and what you think energetically, or what's going on, or what could possibly go on the next few months because of it.
Great question. The summer solstice is the, as you know, the longest summer day of the year, or longest day of the year. And it is energetically, it's very powerful. And in the north, we're experiencing it in summer. In the southern hemisphere, they're experiencing it in the opposite, or winter. So this is a powerful energy portal. And this is allowing a lot of sun coming through. And these rays are bringing with them a lot of, it's an influx, I'm hearing, an influx of energy. And this influx of energy is helping all of us to step into this new paradigm for ourselves. So where you've been feeling stuck, stagnant, and had many obstacles, this is moving out. So what I've been really feeling is that whatever the first 6 months was that maybe wasn't what you wanted, or you really felt like you were clearing the decks in certain areas of your life, this next 6 months is going to be where now the tables have turned and things start showing up, things start working out, things start coming in. So if you're someone that is really struggling with a imprint of victimization or unworthiness, you can block your blessings if you're not kind of intentional in letting them in. So if you're someone that really struggles with receiving, if you're someone that doesn't really like to get compliments, or you don't like people helping you, this could be really uncomfortable, because there's going to be a lot of things coming in that wants to be given to you, that you, it's for you. You deserve it. It's time for you to have it. And so, yeah, so it's going to be lots of blessings this next 6 months.
James, you hear that? You got some blessings coming in the next 6 months.
I'm ready for it.
I know, right? So you've never gotten a reading by a medium or psychic?
No, I haven't. I actually, a lot of family members have been to a medium and psychic, and they had some positive outlook on it.
Would you like to know who's around you?
I sure would.
Maybe Miss Melissa could do a little bit of a reading, if you're up to it.
So James, just do me a favor and just take a deep breath and relax. So who may come through is going to be the spirit that has the most beneficial message they want to impart to you. It may not be someone that you would expect to hear from, and it may not be someone that you necessarily want to hear from. I only work with the highest frequencies of light, so it's not going to be anybody that's going to be trying to bring you bad news or anything like that, but it might be a message that may be a little bit harder to hear, because sometimes we don't like to be called out on our stuff. And as spirit guides, they see the big playing field. They see kind of the whole picture, and so they can bring us information and messages to help us in this human existence to move forward in a positive way in some way, or get out of our own way. I think sometimes we're just stuck. So the other thing that I like to say is I do feel, see, hear, and know spirit, but I see spirit in black and white. So sometimes I'll say light or dark. I won't necessarily say blonde or brown haired. It's for me, it's kind of like looking at a black and white TV. The other thing is they may present themselves at a age that maybe you didn't necessarily know them. So two of my examples for this is I have a brother who passed away at the age of 31, but whenever he comes through, he's 15. He's his 15-year-old self. And the other one is my grandfather. He passed away in his 70s, and he actually came through to me. And he was, I would say, in his maybe early 30s. I didn't know him in his early 30s. So it really took me a minute to recognize who this man was, who was sitting in a chair in my kitchen. So try to be open to what spirit is bringing through or how they're presenting themselves. And then if it is someone that you really don't recognize or really don't feel like it's not for you, that's okay. We'll just ask them to step back. Okay. So I don't want you to feel like you've got to hear from anybody that you really don't want to, or maybe they just don't really.
Got any crazy ex-girlfriends that the moms might come after you or follow you around?
Yeah, she might. I don't know.
We're going to find out.
All right. So let's see what we've got here for James. Actually, the first thing that I'm picking up is male energy. I'm getting this very, it's a very heaviness on the chest. I feel like when they crossed over, it had to do with their chest or heart. It does feel, oh gosh, very heavy. I almost want to say possibly crushed. Something to do with their chest. Whew. And I feel like he is coming through as a larger gentleman. I feel like he's taller. Definitely getting a blue jeans and t-shirt sort of vibe from him. Work boots. He's kind of holding a hammer or even a sledgehammer, a very heavy tool. And it feels like it just feels like he has a lot of I'm feeling like you guys were close. I'm feeling like this was someone you were very, very close with. So is this
If
resonating
it's who
for
I'm
you?
thinking, yes. Yes,
Okay.
it is.
And what was his first name?
Eugene. It was my grandfather.
Okay. And what made you think that this was Eugene?
Because he was a brick masoner.
Oh, okay.
He wore
wow.
jeans and a t-shirt and had the hammer, and he died of heart failure.
Oh, the heaviness. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Eugene. So he's making me feel like you guys are very similar in that you're both hard-headed.
We can be.
Okay.
I am.
Not you, James.
I am half Italian. I'm Calabrese, so
Oh
they
boy.
call that stubborn, hard-headed.
That's what I'm getting. He's making me feel like you're very similar personality-wise, very stubborn, very hard-headed. I'm also getting this like he liked to have a good time. He's making me feel like life of the party, okay, being center of attention, really enjoyed life, and I almost feel like when he left, it was unexpected or sudden, and it's like he didn't want to go. Like he wanted to stay and continue to have fun. I'm also picking up that there's this. I feel like it's a larger family. I feel like he always felt like he had a lot of responsibility for family. That he really did take his role as head of the family very, very seriously, and that was another reason why when he crossed over, it was like, wait a minute, I've still got people to take care of. And I also feel like he was very, very close with his wife, and it was really hard for him to part from her.
You got that ready. We had a big Italian family. My grandfather was like the head of the family. He was sick for a little bit, so it wasn't abruptly, but I remember the day that he passed away like it was yesterday. I was 13 years old. Mm-hmm. Chicago Bulls won the championship. It was 1993. And my mom always I always had to be home per curfew because I was only 13 then. I was like, why did they not call me to come home? So I raced home, and I saw all my family members' cars there. And I knew something was up because they used to come over and visit, but not everybody all at once.
Right.
So it all came over. My mom told me that Grandpa passed, and I remember it was hard on me because I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him because he didn't want me to see him sick the way he was because he was such a strong man that always took care of everybody.
And I feel like that's one of the reasons that he's coming through for you, to let you know that he just holds so much love for you and so much respect for the man that you've turned into. And he's really making me feel like you've struggled recently, and he just wants you to know, like, you're not alone, that the choices and decisions you had to make that were hard, and they were not what you wanted to make. They weren't what you wanted to do, but it was a have to situation. And he just wants you to know that he respects that. He respects that you did the hard thing, he doesn't want you to feel like it was for naught. He wants you to know that, like, it's going to work out. You're going to recoup. You're going to recover. And what had to be moved away from, what you had to leave behind, it's actually, as hard as it was, and it wasn't what you wanted, that this is actually what's going to catapult you into the success that you deserve.
Wow.
I should have brought tissues on the show. I
That
feel like
definitely
I'm
hit
gonna
home.
cry. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't even know. Like, I literally just met him 10 minutes prior to the show. Had no idea
Yep.
this was gonna end up like this. He didn't even know about Melissa or anything. Like, they just met each other first time, and to hear that, I was like, oh my gosh. What did you think?
That
about
definitely hit home because I have been struggling through a lot, and like I'm getting a brand right here. It's called Never Give Up on You, and it means a lot to me because since I've been through a lot and lost my mom, my grandpa, all the people that meant a lot to me in my life. Yes, I know two things that are promised in life is paying taxes, and you have to pass away someday. You have to go above. And obviously, when our loved ones go, like my grandfather passed away so young that I didn't get a chance to spend as much time as I really would like to spend with him. And he was like a father figure to me growing up. He showed me how to shoot my first basketball, showed me how to mix the cement because I was too young to actually lift the bricks. Like, it's all that stuff, and I always wondered if he saw the struggle I was going through, saw what the man that I became. And then I lost my way a little bit. Now I'm fighting so hard to get back where I really want to be.
And I feel that's why he's coming through, to let you know to not give up, and that you're on the right road. It's gonna work out. And he's proud of you. He's proud of how you've pulled yourself up by your bootstraps, is what I heard. So yeah, he's proud of you. Do not doubt that.
Well,
Do you have any questions for Miss Melissa?
I don't know. I'm speechless because that was dead on.
Wow, this is so cool. Well, Miss Melissa, I'm going to give him a little bit of a break to digest everything he just heard. And
Sure.
I wanted to ask you, with everything going on in the world and different things lately, what's your spiritual perspective on global tension at this time?
And I say
That's a tough question. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No, it's a very important question. And
Yeah.
it's not about taking sides, and it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about energetically raising our vibrational frequency. We are in a harmonic universe. And if we want to help whatever side and whatever you believe in, all you have to do is pray. Pray for peace. Pray for the most beneficial outcome. Let God or Christ consciousness or universe or whoever you believe in, right, lead that charge. All we can do is hold the frequency of love, the frequency of compassion, and the frequency of peace. And that is how we most beneficially help the situation. Staying out of the distraction. Don't get caught up in the fear mongers. Don't believe everything that you hear, see, or read unless you do the due diligence of really checking it out. There's a lot of fear out there trying to keep people down. And we can overcome that, and we are overcoming that, but it's a process. And so anything, whether it's war in the collective, or whether it's, lack of financial stability in your own life. It's all about staying in the high vibrational frequency of love and just believing that your spirit guides, that God, Christ consciousness, the angels, your crossed over loved ones, your ancestors, they're all working for your highest and greatest good. But if you're stuck in the fear, it's going to be really, really hard for that to get to you. And that's where you're blocking your blessings.
Okay. Well, that's some great advice. And hopefully everyone will take that to heart and stop blocking fears like James.
Yep.
You got to let it go.
Let it go. Yep.
So with that being said, though, are there any, with everything going on, predictions that the other side is telling you, or other messages as far as peace or what you feel might happen in the next few weeks or anything of that?
Honestly,
nature coming
Chrissy,
through to
I
you?
don't do predictions like that.
Okay.
If I get a message, then I would share it, right? But as far as like predicting, it's not something I've stepped into.
Maybe rephrase it like a collection energy. Like, you know how you do your collective readings every day?
Yes, yeah.
Something like that, maybe.
I mean, I haven't really delved into it to read on it. I haven't delved into it at all. The only thing that I did do is I did a meditation for peace the other night. I woke up, saw the news, was shocked, completely shocked. It had a little bit of a feel to it, like the morning of 9/11 in 2001 when, we were shocked. So it wasn't to that degree, but it was definitely, it had that feel to it, like very shocking. And so just praying for peace, praying for everyone to resolve this in a way that is going to be most beneficial for everyone, but with the least amount of harm to individuals.
Yeah. Okay. With that being said, you said that you had done your meditation. Can people go back and view that missed it to clear out
Yes.
anything that they want to? The meditation for
Yes.
peace.
So in that meditation, I channel, just like I kind of channel these. So I did. I pulled, I believe, 6 archangels through in that meditation, and you can go to Guidance 311, the group on Facebook, and you can watch that replay. And it is a 30-minute video. I would highly recommend not driving, not operating machinery. And what's beautiful about it is the angels brought through individual help for you in your individual life. And then they also brought through healing and help for the collective and for this situation. So it was really beautiful because I feel like no matter where you are in your journey, or if you're really worried about what's going on in the world, this meditation will help both. And so that was really cool. We had Archangel Metatron come through, Archangel Michael came in, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Sandalphon. So we had some beautiful heavy hitters showing up to help us keep our vibrational frequency high, to not allow ourselves into the fear, knowing that if we stay in love, love will prevail. And is it pie in the sky? No. When we get together, whether we're 2, 3, 4, 5 people in a meditation or a prayer, you're amplifying that energy. So you can absolutely not only transform your own life, but you can help to raise the frequency of Mother Gaia and all her inhabitants, everybody who's living here with us, whether it's plants, animals, insects, aquatic, humans, whoever. We're all part of one, truly are.
So when something like this happens and you do meditation, do you see more of the big players, like you said, than you normally would when you're doing just a regular meditation and there's not a lot of stuff going on in the world?
No. But honestly, I was surprised at how many showed up. Usually when I do a meditation,
it's just 1 or 2.
Yeah. So when they kept coming in, I was like, oh dang, we're moving some energy. We're
having a big dinner. There's a lot going on in the world.
Yeah.
Well, tonight was a little quiet, but it was fine. We got to listen to some stuff, amazing things about spiritual perspective on global things and the summer solstice. And I wanted to ask you real quick, would you have time to pull a tarot card for everybody? Just
Oh,
one?
absolutely.
That'd be
So let's
kinda
do
cool.
this. I'm going to pull.
Alan's being quiet, but I want to know what his tea leaf says today.
Okay. Pull a card for all of us who are here and who are going to watch this. So if you're here, whether you're here with us listening now or in the future, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull a message for us about what's going on in the world and what Spirit wants you to know that will help you, whether it's helping to move yourself out of the fear energy or getting yourself into.
I wish we had this talk before we talked about Iran earlier, Alan.
Yeah, no kidding.
And our predictions.
Yeah, that would have been the right way to do it.
I'm confused, but that's okay.
We did a show prior to this about Iran with 5 people in here. And we talked about predictions and what we thought. I said we could have gotten a little heads up from you.
So yes, so if you are, so basically bring yourself into divine harmony. So that's what I've been feeling. I've been feeling with this whole situation that it's really about keeping your frequency high. Is war pleasant? No. Is it where we want to be? Absolutely not. Do we have any real control? We do. If you are staying in the high vibrational frequency of love, you're not letting the fear really drive your train. And so meditating, listening to high vibrational music, reading high vibrational materials, watching high vibrational shows, staying out of anything that's going to really impact you at the fear level. So you really want to allow yourself to, of course we see the news, of course we know what's going on in the world, but we don't have to attach to it. We don't have to be so afraid that it keeps us from being able to move forward in our own lives. And so be aware of it, of course. Do I watch the news? Of course. But I don't attach to it. I know that the universe, God, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call it, right? They're running the show. And if we're informing them that we really want to live in compassion and love and we want to come together as a collective, unified entity, then they're going to help us make that happen. And if we keep trying to stay in competition, we want to keep keeping up with the Joneses, we want to let the fear of not having what we want be the thing that we stay attached to, we're going to keep manifesting that stuff. And that is going to keep whatever's going on in the world going on harder and longer. So you, in your life, we, in this conversation, we can change your life. You can change your situation. You can change what goes on in the world around us. But it's being very intentional about where you're putting your energy. Because if you're going to stay in fear, then that's all you're going to get.
Yep, absolutely.
It's the law. And it's the law of attraction. What you put out is what you get back. And so if you're really, really wanting this conflict to be over sooner rather than later, the way in which you can do that is to put up the prayers and stay in the frequency of love and compassion and grace, and not let the fear be the thing that's driving your train, leading you in your life, informing your decisions. It's never going to work out for you if that's what you're doing. If you're allowing the fear to be the thing that's informing your decisions, it's never going to be what you want.
Well, thank you for pulling a card and doing the collective. And do you have anything coming up that you want to announce today on the show?
So because summer is here and we're all going to be out doing stuff and having a good time, I'm actually pulling back from doing the in-person mini sessions and going to be doing more virtual. And I've actually reposted on my website virtual 30-minute sessions with me for those of you who really do want to do a check-in for yourself. But you don't want to take time out of your busy schedule to actually go somewhere. So virtual is just like this. It's going to be on camera. We're going to do a Zoom meeting, and when I'm in your energy, I'm in your energy. We don't have to be in the same state. We don't have to be in the same town. We don't have to be in the same country.
Yeah, look at what James you just did for
Exactly.
James. Isn't that kind of crazy though? Like we're in totally different states, and like she didn't even know who you are, and she could. I just find that fascinating.
It is very fascinating. Do you know the winning lottery numbers tonight?
The what?
The winning lottery numbers?
Oh, I know, right? The winning lottery numbers.
I won't tell nobody.
No.
We'll stop the recording.
Don't you think she would have played?
Damn, you're right.
I'm just saying, like, psychically, I mean, medium. I mean, what do you say when people do ask you that? I want the winning lottery numbers.
I'm not a fortune teller.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We look forward to meeting everyone next week. We'll talk about the day and time that we're going to set up for next week because of the holiday and everything. It gets a little crazy, but we'll definitely let you guys know when we're going live, and hope to see you guys next week in the Ruckus Room. Have a great night, guys. Thank you. Bye, Miss Melissa. Bye, James.
It was nice to meet you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.